Hey, okay, man. What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, man. Right. All right. All right, man. We got a good show, man. I got one of the young brothers gonna jump on and tell his story about coming to Sosua. I think this stuff is needed. So many guys sitting in the United States right now wondering how to maneuver in Sosua. We did videos, but I like to get a fresh perspective on this. So without any further ado, I'm gonna let my brother get on. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel. Young brother doing this thing. He's coming up. Look, the whole purpose of all this is for us to support each other and grow together. You know, we got a lot of hate right now in the community. Let's build it back up, man. So let me get my brother on with me. Add to the stage. What's up, my brother?
What's going on? How you doing today?
Oh man, I'm great, man. I have no complaints. We're gonna get into everything, but man, introduce your channel, what you about, so the brothers can know.
So my name is Devontae, and my channel is called Gents on the Go. Pretty much, I'll be talking about everything that deals with traveling, but a lot of stuff that brothers want to do, that brothers go through. I'm looking to do some interviews, live stream as well, and I'm also a veteran too. I was in the Navy. I got out last year. So, thank you. So I'm actually looking to help veterans out because I actually got some information while I was down in the DR as well. So
yeah, make sure you link up with Sarge on that too, man. Right. Y'all guys can do some.
Yeah, we got some stuff cooking. We definitely got some stuff cooking. So,
well, that's what it's about, man. That's why I was trying to link people, other people linking people, man. And we can build like that. There's enough room for everybody, and everybody brings their own unique take to the game. So that's how I look at it, man. So look, what made you travel and why Sosua first? Why that place? Brothers going all over. Why you want to go to Sosua?
Right. So Sosua, so the DR is actually my third country I've been to. I was actually I traveled through the military. I went to 2 other countries. The first one was Greece, and then I went to a country called Oman. It's a bunch of sand. It's in the Middle East. So it was like on a deployment. So I went on a deployment like during COVID. So we really couldn't, we hit those 2 ports, but we really couldn't go out of town or nothing like that. So the stuff that, guys do in Sosua and like a lot of these countries, guys do that in the military, right? You hear the stories. That's kind of what made me want to join the Navy in the first place, was to travel. So I didn't really get to, even though I didn't really get to experience the whole thing, hearing the stories from like the older guys that, that were in, and, I didn't get to experience that there. So, getting out, I will say one thing, my supervisor told me, like when we were actually on deployment, I never forgot it. And it just stuck with me. And we went to Greece, and he told everybody, hey, we about to hit port. We're about to go to Greece. And for some of you guys, this might be the only time you guys will ever get to travel. So basically in my head, I'm looking at everybody. I'm like, maybe them, but whether I'm in or I'm not in, I'm going to make it happen regardless. So that just kind of stuck with me. And, I heard, and I actually came across your channel. It just randomly popped up on my feed, and I just started watching your videos and kind of going through, all your channel, all your videos, and your live streams. I watch a lot of your lives, like at work. I work outside, and I'm always running around, so I could put an earbud in and just work. And maybe 1 or 2 lives later, I'm off work. So that was kind of the routine, and a lot of other these guys' channels.
Yeah, that's kind of the way a lot of us find each other, is through YouTube and things like that, man. When I just came out of divorce, went through a lot of things, and I found Charles Tyler. So then Taylor Made, and that's how we all kind of come to it. Right now people hate the red pill. A lot of people hate on it, but the red pill kind of bought, at least me, speaking for myself, pushed me towards the travel community, because I see they were actually solving the problem. People will sit in the United States and just talk, hey man, these women this, these women that, these women this. But when I started a travel community, they're like, hey man, you ain't got to deal with that. Go get your passport and go overseas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I was gonna say my journey. It's funny you said it because I'm 26, so I got married really young. And anybody that's been in the military, they'll tell you like that's a common thing. A lot of guys get married like as soon as they go in, to the person they're with or whatnot. So I was experiencing a lot of the things that you guys talk about on the platform about just not being happy. And my thing was giving that person everything, and I was working, and it just felt like it wasn't enough. And it's funny because I came back from deployment and I came across Kevin Samuels, and he completely changed like my whole thinking when it comes to women. Just to hear him interview a lot of these women and they say the same things, and I'm like, I'm sitting there, I'm just like, okay, this is like a pattern picking up. So then like, some of the stuff my ex-wife were saying and stuff like that, and the women I work with, it was a pattern. And then I got into, looking and watching a lot of the red pill stuff as well. And I just kind of got put on game because this isn't stuff you're kind of taught, like you see, you grew up, you had your father and your stepfather. My mom actually raised me, my mom was a single mom, so she raised me. My father figure was my grandfather. So, he helped raise me as well. But, they kind of taught me the old school way to treat a woman and everything like that. Just be nice, give her, provide and everything like that. But, in today's age with social media, that completely, changed the whole dating dynamic, and the women aren't, it's different. It's not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same. That's what a lot of the older cats, man, even dudes I deal with online and stuff, they living in the Temptations days, man.
They
they
just
live,
pass it down though. That's the thing.
yeah, they living in the days of the Temptations, man. When with cats you just singing women all day on the balcony with
Yeah, exactly.
their hair
Baby
perm.
face.
No, it ain't like that no more, man. The Temptation days is
Right.
gone. The internet them set these women free, and that's good. They got their thing, but
Yeah.
for us, it's our thing. So look, man, let's jump on the Sosua right quick. Mesh, what was your first? How did you feel when you first got to Sosua?
Man, so even like on the plane, like still in the air, when I seen the clouds, it was almost kind of like a movie. The clouds just kind of like moved away, and you just seen the island. I was like, oh damn, I'm here.
Yeah. I know that feeling. That's a good feeling.
I'm looking out the window. I'm on the edge. I have like an aisle seat, so I'm looking past the people that sit beside me, and I touch down, and they start playing the music. When you get off the plane, I'm just like, wow, I'm really here. And then when I got to Sosua, and
Wait, but look, where did you land at? You landed in Puerto Plata or Santiago?
Plata.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, it was crazy.
And you caught so did you take a taxi?
Yeah, I took a taxi.
How much was the taxi for you? I'm taking it from a new traveler, but
I think
coming
it was
over
like 30. I think it was like $30. Obviously, once you're there, like how much you should be, paying for it. But yeah, I paid like 30.
Okay. And where did you stay?
So it was called I think it's the aparts Monte Vista. So it was like 7 minutes like from the strip. So I had to like drive, it was kind of up there, but so yeah.
And for the room you stayed in, how much was it?
It was I think it was like 430 in total.
For your whole trip?
Yeah, for the whole trip. So I was there for like 9 days.
Okay. That's good. And all right, first night. What did you do your first night? We're gonna let just keep it kind of clean. But
yeah.
How was your first night in Sosua? Take us to that.
So like when I got there, my phone, like I said, I think I talked about it. My phone wasn't on because I had an eSIM card.
Yeah.
So I was trying to get that done and everything like that. And then I had to figure out how to cut my card on. So just it didn't really start yet because I need to get this taken care of. I gotta, be able to have phone service and everything like that. So I walked into my Airbnb. It's like pretty much like a hotel / villa. It's really nice. It's actually, the video is actually on my channel. I actually made a video about it.
Okay.
Showing like the Airbnb and everything.
Yeah, I
But
saw that video.
yeah,
That's a good video. Make sure y'all go watch the brother's channel. Yeah.
appreciate it. But yeah, the security, there was the guy that worked there, he spoke English. So he actually helped me out. He actually told one of the security guys to like take me to the bank and everything to get situated. And my first experience actually going to the strip, I actually went to Flip Flops first. So I met Flip.
Shout out to Flip.
My phone wasn't working yet. So I was like, hey, I know I just met you, but I need to use your phone real quick. I gotta call my bank. So he was cool. He let me use his phone and everything. And I was able to get that situated. So, I ate and everything. And he was like, did you just get here and everything? And I was like, yeah, I just got here. And, I hung out with him and his boys the first night. And there was another guy, I forgot his name, but he has a bar, American guy. He has a bar like further, like on the strip. And I guess he had a celebration. So we went up there and got to know each other and everything like that. And, they just pretty much put me on game about everything. I'm picking his brain. One thing about me, I like to, when I talk to people, I like to gain information. I'm all about getting information and asking questions. And because I've never been here before, I know Flip has been there for almost 20, been going there for like almost 20 years.
Yeah.
And, watching the videos, I watched his channel as well as yours. I was, like I said, I watched before. But yeah, just picking his brain and like, he was just giving me the game and everything like that. And obviously, so I'm looking around. He could tell, and they all could tell. My first night, I'm looking around. I needed a neck brace. I'm just looking.
You're looking at all them cakes, huh?
That's how you know it's real, because how much I'm smiling right now. Because every time I talk about Sosua and DR, it just brings a joy to my face. And I'm looking at the women. Man, I'm just neck breaking. I'm like, wow, this is crazy, because you see the videos and everything, but actually being there, it's honestly surreal. Because I think I've been watching your channel for about 2 months. Before like I even went there. So just 2 months of watching and getting the information, and a lot of the stuff that the information that you put out on your videos, it like helped me. And then going there and actually talking to Flip, combining that, it just made it really, pretty good.
Yeah, you just said one of the best things about Sosua to me, better than almost any place on the island.
Yeah.
The brotherhood.
Yeah. That's the number one thing.
Your phone wasn't working. Hey man, I know I don't know you, but hey man, can I use your phone? Can you help me? See, that's what I'm saying. A lot of places you can't go nowhere and get that kind of help on the island. Like Dominicans will help you, but everybody wants something from you. You know what I mean? Like everybody, like brothers, we're not gonna do that. If I see you, I'm in Sosua, you say, hey man, this and that. Hey man, I got you, man. Like they say here, whoop-de-woo, I got you, bro. Don't even worry about that.
Yeah.
So that's what I like about Sosua.
Right.
Sosua gets so much hate. It gets a lot of hate, but the hate kind of comes too from a lot of Black Americans who not on that kind of time. They hate on, I think, brothers a lot, and I'm like, man, you know what brothers are going through. If you don't like it, don't say anything. If the Dominicans not saying anything about it, who are you as a foreigner to come here and look down on everybody? You know what I'm saying? It's BS.
It's so you already know this deep roots when it comes to that. I don't know, that just goes back generations. Black folks in America hating on each other. Anytime somebody's doing well, people want to hate, either they're not at, they can't do it themselves, or they have other reasons. So that I think that's probably the biggest thing. Like even for example, today I went to the grocery store. I asked one of the guys that worked there, like, hey, can you point me into the right direction to get this. And he looked at me. He looked at me crazy, and that's how I knew. I'm like, I'm back in the States.
Yeah,
just little things.
And we're gonna get to that.
Yeah,
we're gonna get to that heaviness that you feel when you get back to the States. It's like putting on a metal jacket. You know what I'm saying? That's how I describe it. But look, let's still stay on this first night. Let's stay on this first night. So you're on the strip now. Look, there's nothing like the Sosua strip at night, man. Good Lord, I remember my first time seeing it. It was crazy. Man, I felt like I was in an old school video. Everybody's out, music playing. It was just crazy.
Yeah.
And like you, I needed a neck brace, but I had some chicks with me I met on the bus. So I was kind of, I'm like, damn. I had a good time with them. I'm like, dang, I didn't know this was out here though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. Ooh. So talk about that experience going out, that whenever you went, I don't know, you went out your first night or second night. Talk about that experience.
I went out every night.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't all in Sosua, but most days, most of the days were in Sosua. But yeah, the first night we went out, got some drinks and everything like that. And like I said, we were just exchanging the knowledge and everything. But when I actually got on the strip and went to Roombas, you know about Roombas.
Yeah. Shout out to Roombas.
It is crazy. It is crazy in there. I'm just like, because obviously first day, I think it took me probably, I want to say 3 days, and I started to get used to it. But those first few days, I'm just like, I'm just looking around. Man, it's crazy because I think you mentioned it in one of your videos. You were saying that it's like when you're there, I don't know, like in the States, for when you're a man in the States, it feels like they're kind of putting like a straitjacket on you. Like they put a lot of restrictions on us, but when you're there and you basically can act and you're masculine and that testosterone kick in, all that natural stuff that makes you a man, it's just there. And then you can tell from like the other guys as well. It's like you don't even gotta say nothing. They get it as well. And it's a natural thing. Like just me being there, men are men, women are women, and it's just natural.
Shout out Sarge in the building. Yeah, man, that's the thing. Like in the US, they keep us confined, and I always talk about the werewolf. Look, I locked it up so many years, and when I hit Santo Domingo, bro, being in the clubs and all that, the full moon came out. It was years before I let it back out. When I let it out, I never let it back in. I say the beast gonna have his day. Let it roam free, and that's how the brothers is. I'm gonna take this from Black Cleaner. Black Cleaner always talks about it being the frat. Like it's like that's what it felt like. I'm like, that's a good name for being in Sosua, hanging out with guys that's sitting in Roombas or whatever. Wherever you at on the strip, you're gonna have a good time, man. And like that's the frat. That's what it is. So look, I'm the first woman you met. We ain't gonna get into you just keep it.
Look, it's funny, before we get to the first woman, I think I had two of, like, you always talk about Dirty Diana. I think I've had two of my own Dirty Dianas.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Her name wasn't Diana, huh? But that
her name was Diana. Her name was Diana. We're gonna get mad.
You can't talk to Diana.
That was later, but the first one, so the first one I met, actually, it was a lot, so I gotta remember which one. But I was actually talking to her on Tinder before I got there. I actually talked to 2 girls on Tinder before I got there, and it's funny because one's a regular girl and one's a mango. The regular girl, I thought she was a mango, and she kind of set me straight. She was like, "Nah, that's not it. That's not me." I'm like, "Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure." And then the mango, I'm thinking she was a regular girl, and she's like, "Nah, well, if you want to do this and that, it's gonna be this."
Yeah, I got.
So I'm like, "Oh, okay, all right. Well, I put her in that over here in this category, put her over there in that category." So,
I always tell people you're gonna meet like chicks like you're gonna meet regular. Yeah. Look, sometimes you meet a mixture, man. You meet a regular chick, a mango, a choppy, a daughter that just want money out you. She don't even trying to be nothing. Then you meet a chick that's kind of in the middle, where look, she ain't really out there all the time. She might even have a job at the store, but sometimes she go out there and sling that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I done met chicks like that too. You're thinking they're regular, and like she like, I don't really want to be doing this, but I do this too. Look, I ain't gonna judge you. You do whatever you want, but keep it a buck with me. You know what I'm saying?
When you see how they live, it's like there's not many. You know, I'm always a person that's like, there's always other options, but in their head they think that that's the only option, because you got to think, women in the United States, they get all these benefits.
Yeah,
the government will come in and save them. You have other men that come in and save them. But in DR and a lot of these other countries, it's not like that. So they have to either get it like that, or they gotta, you know, find a man to you. They need a man. They really do.
You need a man. Yeah. Like you say, somebody gonna save you in the United States. Look, I was talking with somebody today about this. A woman doesn't have to be single in the United States. That's by choice. Because I see dudes with multiple big shirts. I see dudes with women that look like orangutans. I'm talking about hugged up with them. So a woman is choosing to be single in the United States at a certain age. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's more, man. You know, a lot of guys not traveling. We all talk about the passport, and so people hate on the passport community, but there's not that many men actually traveling. You look at the data. You know what I'm saying? More coming. That's why they hate our movement with a lot of us doing this, because it is growing. It's growing. I thought the whole movement would have been slowed down by now, but it's only getting bigger because dudes now are watching YouTube and TikTok and everything else. And every day there's a new Ronin the Traveler. Now you out. Then before you know it, you're going to be interviewing other guys. The next dude's coming. So it's always another group of guys that's waking up from the plantation or the matrix, whatever you want to call it, and say, you know what? I don't have to jump through hoops with you. I don't have to bring you on a date and spend $300 and get a hug. You know what I'm saying? You know what you can get for $300 in Dominican Republic? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I started telling people. Look, man, free yourself. That's all I wanted. That's all of it was. Get a reset. Go back. Get in monk mode while you stack your money till you find a way to get off the plantation permanently. But as you can do it, I got homies that come every 3 months. That's good. Whatever you can do. And you know what? A lot of them cats, they go back to the States. They're not messing with these chicks in the States, man. They like, you know what? I'm cool. And they stacking their money. Because, you know, when you start dating women in the United States, it's expensive. Dude, you spend so much money. I bought a chick that I met off a Tinder out in one of the restaurants in New Orleans. Man, I spent so much money. And look, she was a good looking chick and all that. But I remember walking up to her car, talking to her. That woman give me the biggest hug. I'm like, hey, look, you want to come out of the house? Oh, what kind of woman you think I am? I was like, Butte, you got 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? Why you the ones? Yeah, why you don't get holy now?
Yep.
Why? What made you turn to Mother Teresa now after 3 kids? You know what I'm saying? You've been giving the goodies away. So you gonna tell, man, the hell with that, man. I ain't rocking like that. That's just me though.
Yeah. Nah, yeah. It ain't just you. It's so actually me and one of my buddies, we was talking, and he knows me. He knows how I am with women, especially now, like, you know, being single and you know, I'm really strict when it comes to women, like with money and everything like that. I don't like, he'll spend you know, he'll pay for the nails and everything like that. And he's like, you know, I just want to make sure she's good. I'm like, that's cool, but I don't spend money unless I get something in return. It's a transaction. So, and not even just like physically, and other ways as well. So I need to get something in return. Like, and that's how it should be. And the problem is, a lot of guys, you know, especially in the States, they give so much and they don't get nothing in return. And that's kind of the, you know, that's some of the stuff I've experienced. I hear from other guys all the time, you know, even, you know, guys when I was in the Navy, because it happens a lot. We call them, we have a term for the guy when you go out on deployment or something and you married, guy come in, he's sleeping with your wife. We call him Jody. So
yeah, Jody, everybody call him Jody, man. Guess it comes from y'all.
Jody will come in there, he'll do his thing, and you come back and you have no idea. I see it. For example, we had a girl. She worked with me on the ship, and she was messing around with a couple of guys, married and everything. When we got back home, kissed her husband like nothing happened. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
women are they're,
Hey man, women are ruthless, man. Let's just
ruthless,
keep it a buck.
ruthless. More than honestly, they could be more ruthless than guys are, because their biggest thing is manipulation. That's their
Yeah.
biggest. And if you don't pick up on that, then you're gonna get done. Like they're gonna do you dirty. Whether you have money or not. Now the more money you have, the more money they're gonna take from you.
The
That's
more
just
they're
how
gonna
it
take.
is.
But like this brother here say, man, women are diabolical. They are not, man, they diabolical, man. Women ain't got no heart, boy. Look,
They
like
don't.
they be like Kanye. How can you be so heartless? Boy, I've been through that. Though I've lost so much stuff dealing with chicks, man, in the States. Look, I'd rather deal with women abroad any day because I can cut that off and go into another country. I can
Yeah.
go to another city. I don't give a day. Look, something happened with a chick I'm dealing with in the DR. I done been through it. I just get another one. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
In the United States, it's a little bit harder, man. I done had chicks
Kind
call
of
the
got to get
sheriff
what you
on me.
can.
Dude, look, I broke up with a chick in the United States, man. It's real. I'm gonna get back to Sosua, but look, I broke up with a chick and I asked her to leave. Found out she was doing some lying a lot and said, hey, you leave. She called the sheriff on me. People asked me to leave at my house. This is America. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They call the sheriff. She called the sheriff on me because I'm asking her to leave. And these are the things you can get in. So I would rather go smash mangoes all day than deal. I'm just being honest with you.
Yeah.
I'd rather deal with that. And once you get situated on the island, then you find you a main spooky. Look, we got multiple guys in our Facebook group. Shout out to the Blue Book Passport Cartel. Dudes getting married to chicks they done met in Santo Domingo and different places. So you can find a good thing. You don't have to deal with it. Bro, look, I know so many homies that them got married to women in Santiago and Santo Domingo, living a good life. You know what I'm saying? Not going back to the States, just living with their family and just happy. You know what I'm saying? If you live on the island, you ain't got to worry about Eduardo coming through your back door. You know what I'm saying? But now, if you in the United States all the time, you might have to worry about Hector going in there knocking that thing down. Somebody got to keep it, somebody got to keep it exercised for you, big dog. So I learned a long time ago, no woman really belongs to you. It's just your turn.
Yeah.
I saw it a lot of times in my life. Hey, man, let me tell you, just real talk. I don't care what you do for a woman. I don't care how nice you are. I don't care all the bills you pay.
Yeah.
I don't care if you lay on the sword for her. She will still go do whatever she want to do. Now, if you find one who respect you enough for that, it's all good. But if not, what you gonna do? There ain't nothing you can do. So look, the first chick that you were talking about, the two chicks that you met in off of Tinder. What was the first one that you hooked up with and got to meet?
So this was the mango. So this was the first one. Thick like a bowl of grits. So I met her at Roomba's. Because we were texting and she was kind of waiting for me to get there. So I met her at Roomba's, and some of the stuff I can't even say.
You got just talking code. Just talking code.
So I'm trying to like how do I put this together, because actually one of the other guys I met, Flip, one of Flip's boys, I hung out with him. I ended up hanging out with him and one of his boys, and they had two other chicks. I had her, and they rented out a house, and y'all can fill in the blanks what happened there.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah, that's the life.
Yeah, just
Rick James life.
I always say is everything that was built up in America, it
was gone.
It was gone. I mean, she was thick. She was like, so
the brother like, She was big, bro. Like, you would like Tommy all Martin. Got the draws down. Man, that's what. But we need those stress relievers, man. We need that. It's a good thing, man. It's a good thing.
And I had a thing where when I was there, I was like, I want a different chick every day, and I pretty much made that. I made that happen. So, it started with her, but the thing with her was she started to, and, I don't know whether or not, this is why, you got to always, be on your game with women, because I kind of just, obviously that was what I was going to do. I was going to have a different woman every night, but she started to catch feelings, and I picked up on that. I'm like, why are you, you a mango, this is what you do. Like, why are you catching feelings? Because I don't have any, because I already know what it is.
Yeah.
But every time I was at Roomba's, because she was always there, I'm talking to other chicks. I could see something, just like eyeballs, like staring at me. And every time I'm looking, she's texting me like, when you gonna come and see me? And I'm like, nah, not today. I already, you were first, and I got
Yeah.
you out the way. You were first, and and I will, obviously we're gonna talk about the other chick, and she got a little bit of a different treatment because she's
Yeah.
a regular chick. So Mango, you gotta treat them a certain way. Regular chick, obviously you treat them a certain way, and that's kind of what I did. So, like you talked about, some guys, they want to do the whole relationship thing. Obviously, 9 days a week, weekend warriors, that's not possible. In order to have something long term, you have to live. You have to
Hold
live
on. The
there.
brother say, wait, hold on. Let's see. Look, so the brother say she didn't catch feelings. She saw you with that money. You know, she don't want
Exactly.
you to know other
Exactly.
women. So yeah, he's
Exactly.
right. You got
Yeah.
some of the chicks do that. They want that money. They want to take all your time. They want,
Yeah.
like, why you here? Be with me.
No,
And you
but
get
this
it
is
right.
the thing with her though. She was telling me, she was like, okay, well, I want to spend the night with you. I'm,
Uh-huh.
you don't even have to pay nothing.
Okay.
So, I don't know whether or not it was, feelings there or not, but I'm only there for, a few days, well, a week. So I want to enjoy like every day with different women. I like variety. You know, and I've already, and
Yeah.
for like the GEF, the girlfriend experience, I kind of already had somebody for
Yeah.
that. Like I think I spoke about,
That
right,
motel
right.
had an air conditioner. Will come later. Yeah. Look, we always talk about they got to earn that air condition, big dog.
You
Otherwise,
have
you got to
to,
earn that air condition.
yeah.
You got to
And I
earn
think
it.
I got that from you, honestly.
Yeah, you
So
got to earn the air condition.
taking that mindset, hearing you and Flip talk, and I took that with me.
Yeah.
So even though she was catching feelings, or quote unquote whatever, but I'm like, I'm here. This is what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be pillaging some villages while I'm here.
Yeah.
So like I said, some guys want the girlfriend experience, and some guys just want to knock them down like
Yeah.
stack of dominoes. I want to, I kind of wanted to experience both, because better than anybody that's been to Sosua, even me. I'm 26, and I eventually, over time, I was getting burnt out.
Yeah.
So, having the regular girl come, and we're spending time, it just kind of like a break from just the nonstop action. So
I told cats, man, like sometimes like you need Viagra stuff. Like, look, now look, you had your mind right because
yeah,
you had, I'm telling you, you were prepared. I see dudes come to Susu and fall in love. They done. I'm talking, bro.
I've
I
seen
was
it
sitting on
too.
the beach. I was sitting on the beach just probably about 5 weeks ago. I see a chick who I know very well, dude. Man, cat and Sosua, he on the beach, tonguing her down, tongue kissing
Oh,
on the beach. I'm like, God, I'm looking at him drinking the Presidente. I'm like, man, you just kissed the whole beach, big dog. Like
ooh,
and she good looking, but he was just. I'm like,
don't
so a
matter.
lot of cats not
Yeah,
equipped, because they're dealing with the hardships in the United States with the dating, and they come to, especially like Sosua or Cartagena or something, and they fall to pieces.
but
You
if
know what
you
I'm saying?
cut
They
that black
done.
light on them, you'll see all the fingerprints and all that other
Yeah.
substance on their body. So I'm just saying, if you think about it like that, then then you should be good. But like you said, a lot of guys, go through a lot in America. So going there is it's kind of like a parallel world. So
Yeah.
how the women are in the States and how the dating is and the interaction between men and women.
Soul
In the
snatch.
States is the total opposite. I tell guys that even since I've been back, my boys, I got a couple boys. We served together. They going to Sosua in April, and
Okay.
I told them whatever. Like it's completely opposite. Like and there's some things I just can't explain. Just like there's only so many videos I can watch. You're on Sosua. You just gotta be there.
Yeah, it's different. Even with watching the videos all the time, man. Brother, shout out to you for the shot. Don, I will take a shot for you, the 499 super chat. I appreciate it. Yeah, but it's hard. Look, even me, I'm telling you, bro. I did not even want to go to Sosua. Santo Domingo just have everything. I was like, you know what, bro? I heard everybody say, man, Sosua trash. They were saying not Sosua, they were saying the sewer. And I was like, wow, man, everybody. So I'm like, I don't want to go there until I went. And when I came, it was such a great, bro. I was so happy over there. I'm like, man, this place was made for me. I mean, like, it was made, it had everything I care about, liquor and women everywhere, and the brotherhood. I'm like, you know what? I got everything I need right here.
I think Sergeant Sosua said Sosua is like a man's playground.
Yeah.
You got swing sets, you got monkey bars, you got a bunch of slides.
Sarge is right.
Brothers slide down slides. I'm climbing on the damn monkey bars, you know, hopscotch, everything. It's a man's playground. And
when have you ever saw that many black and white men together without no foolishness? Black and white men chilling, just buying their own business, doing their thing. I have never seen that.
I've never
I'm
seen
from the
it.
deep south. I mean, like, look, we got white dudes that we cool with and all that, but I ain't never see that many hang out and just everybody just coexisting. Look, a lot of white dudes rocking with the Haitian, the brothers over here with the Dominican, and it's all good. Everybody's chilling. They're like, look, he said, this man's Disneyland. And I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link for other brothers to get on in a little bit. Just wanted to chop it up with my brother. You know, we always open it up over here, man. We open the channel up. Anybody that want to get on there, but I'm telling you, man. So did you end up getting a different chick every night?
Absolutely.
All right. So look, let's talk about the regular chick.
Okay.
How was your first day with her?
So it took a couple days because you know, regular chick, she actually worked a regular job. She stayed in Puerto Plata.
Okay.
So you know, far away from Sosua. So actually, I'm trying to remember. But she actually came and met me at Sosua. No. Actually, I went down to, and I kind of track it back because there's so much that happened in those days. But so there was a brother I talked to at Flips, and he was from DC. He was a bus driver. He worked and everything, and he just moved. He packed his stuff and moved. And we sat, and that's one of the reasons why I made a decision to go to Sosua was because of the brotherhood.
Yeah.
I was leaning between Sosua or Cartagena, but I know for the first time, I'm like, let me go with Sosua, right? So we actually talked. He put me on game about, you know, everything, right? And we talked for about 2 hours, right? And he looked at me. He was like, hey, you know, you're not gonna be here for a weekend. You're gonna be here for a minute. You know, you're gonna be here for, you know, a week. So why not? The women here, they're gonna be here and everything. Why not? And he told me about Caribbean tours, right? So he was like, just go see Puerto Plata, go see Cabarete, these other cities. Take a chick, hang out with her. So that just opened up my mind, you know, because I know some guys come and they just stay on the strip. And
they don't really go anywhere, and that's cool. Yeah, but once you come, you know, it depends like this. And man, shout out to my brother Kevin. He say he's gonna be going to do some vlogs in DR. Don't want to go to Sosua, but go Santo Domingo. Yeah, look, just be careful in Santo Domingo holding that camera out. Vlog in the tourist areas, man, and you'll be fine, man. Like, and if you go in certain areas, just kind of watch out, man. Like, and you know, brothers walking around with them $1,600 phones up in the air. But I only had one problem like that, and I was way out doing something I shouldn't have done. But ever since then, I haven't had any problems walking around with my phone or my I use a GoPro so that people can kind of see it. And I haven't had any problems walking around. That's how I make most of my videos. But I'm telling you, you'll be okay. In Sosua, you got to be careful filming. Like when I'm in Sosua, I film the beach. I don't really film a lot of the chicks like that. Now you can ask them, and they like. I don't had women even offer to be in videos with me. They're like, "Hey, I know you do YouTube. You pay me this." I'm like, if I need it, I don't really need you to be in nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you give me some cheeks or something. you won't clap some cheeks for your boy. Then it's all good. Maybe I put you. Baby, you want to be a star?
Make you a star.
I make you
You'll
a
sell
star.
some dreams.
Yeah, I say you some dreams, man, right now. So that's the thing, man. That Caribbean tourist bus, like a brother was saying, how much it costs to get from Santiago to Sosua. I ride the bus, man. It's cheap, man. It is a few pesos, man.
It's like 50 pesos to get from Sosua to Puerto Plata. So I took that's actually how I met her the first time, because I met her twice. We only got 2 days. So the first day I took a Caribbean tourist bus there, and I maybe it's the military background or whatnot, but I was able to kind of adapt and everything. Take a moto to one of the restaurants by the beach. Took
with Neptunes. You went to Neptunes or 11? I like Neptunes. That's right on the beach. It's on the
it might have been Neptunes.
Yeah, it's Neptunes, and they got this other one called they got Neptunes, and it's right on side. I got a video where I'm eating there. I eat there all the time. It's a nice spot.
They got some good food.
Good food.
So I met her there. She got her own car, so she drove. So she came, and I seen her in person. I said, "Oh my god!"
I was just about to ask what she looked like.
Man, like, and the thing was, she wasn't sloppy. She went to so I go to the gym, but she goes to the gym, works out, keeps herself together. I think me and her are around the same age. So, and it's crazy because that's how the women. A lot of the women there, they date older guys.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm like a year older than her. So she was asking me. She was, even when we was talking before I went, like on from Tinder and everything. We FaceTime too, so we were already familiar with each other. I think we were talking for a couple weeks. And she asked, she was like, the first conversation, she was like, we're around the same age. I know the guy I dated was like 35, so she was just making sure like where my mind was, but little does she know, like I done went, military deployment, been married and everything, got a son. So I've been through a lot,
you've been
at a
through
younger age. Yeah. So but when I seen her and everything, I was like, oh my God, like just everything.
Look at the young brother smile on his face. Look at the brother smile. I like to see brothers happy like that, man. That's
man. And the one thing you talked about, I think you talked about it in one of your videos. It's always good to have a regular chick, because when she's there, she can kind of speak on your behalf. Because
I like that.
We ate, and she was, she knows her English is like my Spanish. I know a little bit of Spanish. I actually got an app on my phone. I've been going through it every day, making sure I, learn some words and everything. So my Spanish will get a lot better, because I actually met a brother, and me and him are actually tight now. I still talk to him. A brother from Miami, he speaks fluent Spanish. And I was just amazed. I'm like, wow, a brother actually speaking fluent Spanish. No, he's not Hispanic or nothing like that. I'm like, how you do this? How are you doing this? And he was like, I was just on it. And, it helps, he lives in Miami too. But he got there and he was speaking. So, but just kind of getting back to like the first date, I actually bought her, nothing cheap. I mean, nothing crazy. But I bought her a little necklace and everything. I got me something too, and I paid for
fair trade.
Yeah, fair trade. And obviously later, that night, I think it was the second night. But yeah, and the dinner, it was like, very, and something here would probably, a dinner like that would probably cost you maybe $100, but a dinner with everything we got was like $25.
Yeah.
So But yeah, we took she gave me a tour of Puerto Plata. You know, we got some ice cream after that, so she kind of showed me around. And like I said,
so you start driving with her. You start
yeah,
riding.
yeah. So after yeah. So she had a car, and you know, she's driving me around, taking me everywhere. And she actually drove me back to. We actually went to Cabarete.
Okay.
We drove all the way up there, and we went to a club out there. So she wanted to, you know, dance and you know machata and everything. And luckily, my mom actually, you know, she took some Spanish dances classes.
Okay.
So I remember a few years back, she told me this. She was like, "I'm gonna teach you some machata because you never know, you might, you
Oh,
know,
so you know
date
how
a
to bachata.
yes, Spanish girl." And I was like, "I'm not gonna learn." This was back when I really wasn't even thinking about traveling and everything. Like the stuff, even in school, doing Spanish, like the Spanish classes and everything. I took that. That was like I hated that class. Hated that class. And it's funny how like the stuff I didn't want to do and I actually really needed and I wanted to do it. So you know, I knew how to do the, you know, dance machata a little bit, you know. So we did that and you know,
Yo, shout out to Sly, man. Shout out to my
she
brother.
went back home. So a few days later, I seen her second time. So she actually came, we hung out the second time, got drinks, and we went back up to not Puerto Plata, but Cabarete. And actually, I took her to. This is the thing. This is how I knew she was like a regular girl, right? So I took her to Sosua. She's like, I want to, you know, walk around Sosua, and I'm like, I don't know if that's a good idea. There's some things I've slayed already, and I don't want them to run up on me. But you know, we went to a place they had hookah. So I kind of rushed her in there and we sat down and you know, she'd never actually been to Sosua, which is crazy. Never been to Sosua. She didn't really. I know a lot of guys, you know, they were like, "You took her to Sosua? Did she know what?" And I'm like, "Nah, she's actually green, so she had no idea what was going on while I was there. She just assumed like I'm just a regular vacation, right?" So, um, you know, a couple days before that, I usually had like my veterans Navy hat on. So one of the guys he introduced me to another guy. I was just sitting eating food, and he was like, "Oh, you were in the military?" I was like, "Yeah." So he links me up with this older cat, and he told me about the medical facilities out in DR because I seen one, and I'm thinking like, okay, is it, you know, probably veterans, you know, military guys, Dominican, right? So I
Yeah.
didn't know that was for like, you know, American veterans. So he put me on game about that, and he was like, "Yeah, they got a facility in Puerto Plata." So I remember that, and you know, I told her, you know, told the regular girl, I was like, "Can you take me to Puerto Plata? You know, I'm trying to go to this facility and check it out." So she was like, "Yeah." So she actually spent the night. You know, obviously clapped the
There
cheeks.
he is.
You know, and
You wasn't in there with that R. Kelly mask on, huh? You know, the, seems like you're ready
he's like, "You're ready." But
to go all
well,
the way.
but it was good though, because obviously that's one of another thing too. Like you hang out with chicks over there in a lot of these other places, that's in, you know, that stuff that's gonna happen. So I don't, you know, I wasn't spending like, oh my god, I hope and pray that, you know, I get the draws. It happens. Versus in the States, you know, guys are spending all this money. Please, I hope I get something to kiss, and they don't get nothing. No cheeks, no nothing, no kiss. Um, but yeah, she took me the next day. She drove me to Puerto Plata, and I actually went to the facility, and you know, they got me hooked up. And I'm gonna talk more about that. I'll make a video about that, and then
That's
me and
good, man.
Sarge, we're gonna when I get back, we're actually probably gonna make some videos.
Yeah,
Um,
man. Y'all need to do that for the brothers. Sarge, I give a guy your number actually today, man. He was say gonna reach out to you about some military stuff. But yeah, man, long as you getting something out of the deal. But let me ask you this,
yeah,
because a lot of brothers ask me this a lot. Did you feel any racism? Like when you first got to Sosua, you felt any difference? You felt racism, or you felt? I mean,
No.
it was already asking
You
you
know what's crazy? Because I'm like in the middle, so I'm like brown skin, right?
Yeah.
So I've had one of the mangoes I had for the night. She just kept looking at me. She was like, she said, "You Dominican? You Dominican?" She kept saying over. I'm like, "No, I'm not Dominican." And she kept joking like, "You Dominican?" I'm like, "No, I'm not. You hear I'm speaking English." So and then when I went to over to Puerto Plata, I met a couple guys that actually a couple veterans that lived over there, and they knew a guy. He was a Haitian brother, and he was just looking at me. He was looking at me, and he was like, Haitians, they speak like 4 languages, so he spoke
Yeah,
English.
Haitians speak all kind of stuff.
And he was like, where are you from? Where? Yeah, I was like, I'm from the U.S., and he just couldn't believe it. And he was like, you Haitian, you look Haitian. And I'm like, bro, we got brothers that look like you, me, everything. We got
Yeah.
everything in the US. So they're just amazed. It's kind of the same thing when they come here. It's kind of the same thing, but reverse. You go over there, they kind of like figure out, okay, you Haitian or you Dominican? And then, you tell them like, no, I'm neither, I'm American. And they're just like, oh, so.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. That's what I like the most about
Yeah,
them in public. We blend in good. You could just walk
exactly.
around. Yeah, now we got a different swag. Now you know what I'm saying.
Forced.
I see a lot of Dominican dudes try to roll with it too. But
I'm gonna
look,
say something on this, right? So this is how I could
right, go
tell
ahead.
the Dominicans from Americans, right?
Mhm.
Because I know how we dress and certain stuff we're not gonna wear. Like Dominican, I see like they'll wear Jordan brand stuff from everything all the way down. We don't do that. Or the 5 different brands, we don't do that. We might wear, some J's, nice shirts, some pants or whatever, some shorts, and kind of stop it there. But they'll just like if it's name brand, they'll wear like everything. We kind of
Yeah,
mix, we just
I could look at the walk, man. I
yeah,
could tell
yeah,
that
yeah,
walk, tell we from a look. But look,
yeah.
answer this right here, my boy right here. Sacrifice go. He say, tricking under 30 is nasty work. Man, you always look. I'm gonna let you answer, but look, man, you always tricking in life. It's just called a whitewash tricking. Whether you
Yeah.
got a
So
wife, whether you're doing whatever. So answer second, but it is funny. He said tricking under 30 is nasty work.
it's
That's
funny
funny, man.
because me and my boy, we served together and he doesn't want to, and I just keep telling him, I'm like, bro, you need to go get your passport. He don't want to
Yeah.
leave, right? So me and him had a little debate, and he was like, I wouldn't do that, pay and all that. I'm like, whatever makes you sleep at night. So if what you call it what you want, right? Either way, you're gonna pay in something. Now, you want to stay in America and pay more money, spend more of your time, and still don't get no draws is crazy to me. But
Yeah.
guys, you can say what we want about the American women, but the American men are just as brainwashed as the American women. Now, brothers are starting to wake up.
Yeah.
Obviously, we got a space for that, but for the most part, a lot of guys aren't. They're so used to giving so much to these women in the States and accepting little to nothing. And
Dudes are done.
it's
Look,
done.
many men in the United States, they done.
They
Black,
done.
white, well, like more so black ones, because we grew up, a lot of us, without dads and all that.
Yeah.
And look, you do got solid black women who raised their boys. Hey man, you need to be a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She got their brothers, she got her dad, she got different people. But boy, it got way too many. Like, look, so my sister, she has 3 boys, right? She got divorced and the husband ran off, whatever. Anytime something happened with her son, she called me. Can you talk to your nephew? I'm gonna talk to. Hey, they got anything happen, you talk to me. So I want them to have that male. My mom be like, now my mom the opposite. Don't let them talk to him because he gonna tell them don't do. But I put them the right way. Hey man, this is what it is. This is what you're gonna go through.
Yeah.
This is what's about to happen to you. And I try to tell people, but dudes are so castrated, man. They don't even realize the game at all. United States. Look, now you remember this was the last election, right? Ice Cube had came up with the plan for black
Oh,
folks
with
and the
all the
white
oh my god.
and the women was like, hey, that's not for us. What about, he said, no, this is for black people. She's like, no, it's women. What about us? See, they see themselves separate from us in many
Exactly.
different ways. While we don't, why men are not like that. Most men, we're providers naturally. So we seeing when we're talking about the whole community. We're looking out for everybody. But what's happening, they're not looking us out for us like that. So a dude will talk to you like he's a chick. He gonna tell you all the time, hey man, you're doing this. Me, myself, is all trickeration nation. I've been married. I've been in multiple
Yeah.
relationships. I'm always paying. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah, either
always
way.
paying.
Yeah.
You always paying.
Always.
Always. No
I,
matter
I
what.
don't I don't I don't understand why guys think like they look down on that. But and it'd be the same guys that, back home, back here, and they're taking this girl out on like 5 dates, still don't get no draws, done spent hundreds of dollars. And how many women you could have had overseas for
Yeah.
that. And not only that, but especially like I know some guys want a regular woman. Even with a regular woman overseas, you could have spent way less money and you could have gotten so much more. You'll probably get more than what you even bargained for and paid for in dates and stuff. Because I know, for example, our date was like $25.
You're always paying. Yeah, that's it.
Always paying.
You're always paying. Yeah, but look, even with a regular woman, look, even with regular, I've dated all. Look,
Yeah.
got a principle in Dominican
Right.
Culture. We live together. Got all of it. I still have to pay the bills. Now the bill's cheap as hell.
Yeah.
But that's my thing. She ain't gonna come out of her pocket for that. Then no, I pay that. That's just what it is. I pay the bills. Look, this is how much the bills cost. I pay it, and it's chump change now.
Exactly.
I drank more than my bills cost in the Dominican Republic. This, which is true. But dudes will say, "Look, well, man, y'all, man, I'm so tired of men tricking and traveling. Look, let me tell you what happened to one of my boys yesterday. It was his anniversary. Bought his wife the Root Chris. He spent that's a big steak restaurant. Spent a whole bunch of money. You know what he told me happened that night? She gave him a hug and went to sleep. This is his wife. The anniversary. So he was like, man, that passport thing might not be a bad idea. That's what he was telling me.
That?
Yeah.
So I actually had an ex-girlfriend I dated for a couple months. And my birthday was in May. So I actually got in a car accident like a few weeks before that. And, back problems and everything like that. And my birthday rolls around. So she, she treated me, took me out and everything for my birthday. And guess what happened that night? Absolutely nothing. And she had the nerve to tell me, all you want is this and that. And before that, and remind you, this girl's actually Haitian, right? So I was married to a Dominican American, and I dated a Haitian American. So, like I told one of my boys, I was getting those qualities that we see on an island, but it was limited qualities. So it was almost like a fusion. I was getting, I think I talked about it in one of the previous lives. I wanted authentic Chinese food. I got Panda Express.
Yeah.
Right. I wanted authentic Mexican. I got Taco Bell. So I got a taco. I got, lo mein chicken, but it wasn't authentic. And you can tell the quality, and when it comes to women, the mindset is still American. They're more American than they are from, the country that their parents come from. And you realize that. So I was only getting, I was getting a half of a Haitian, a half a Dominican, and the rest of it was American, or most of it was American. And I learned early that, I don't, American, a lot of the sister girls, I'm like, just growing up around them and going to school with a lot of them, I'm just like, I'm good on that. So I started dating other different types of women.
Wait, hold on now. I just can't let you glaze over that. What could people go say? So you don't date American black chicks?
I can, but especially now going over there,
But
it's
I know
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
dated melanated sisters
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in
Yeah.
the DR.
So they gotta
So let's put that.
so like I said, those even the Dominican and the Haitian women I was with, yeah, they still had, you know, those American traits, but they still like I've heard some brothers up here say like the girls I was messing with in the States, they're not cooking and cleaning.
Yeah,
Those
cook.
women were still cooking and cleaning. They
Yeah,
was still giving me, you know, attitude and all the other stuff that American women getting, but still cooking and cleaning now. We ain't gonna get that twisted up. They were still doing those things, but it was still you're still getting the disrespect and everything like that. You know, so and I kind of I like that, you know, the traits from that. So I'm like, okay, and that's kind of what led me to like, okay, I might as well if I'm getting the traits that they're offering, why not go to the source? Why not get the
yeah.
whole thing, the whole piece of the pie instead of getting half of it? So
Now look, we're gonna dive into that right after this, but then I'm gonna open it up for some other. I want to ask you definitely a couple of questions just about that. But the brother Jeff say, are there any $400 apartments still left over? Yeah, it
yeah,
depends on where you at. There's a
yeah,
neighborhood, especially in Santo Domingo, by the airport called what's it called, Wambash, something like that. Man, you can get a brand new place, man. 2-bedroom, brand new apartment. It's close to the airport in Santo Domingo. There's a whole little town. They got stores, everything, and it's like $400, 350, 450, something like that, brand new. But man, look, the place that I got outside of Sosua costs 250, but it's in the Dominican barrio. I got videos with me walking around. People can see it. It's a whole different lifestyle. You know what I
I
mean?
don't
You
know
gotta
how
be
you
cut
do
for that.
that.
You gotta be cut for it. You know what I'm saying? But I bought some property. I import the plotter too. I mean, it's different things you can do. I'm trying to get some stuff straight to close on a place in Piantini. It's gonna be good. And my brother Slide Travel with the 999 super chat. Have fun and clap them cheeks, bro. No Diddy oil needed. Let me tell you, man. I remember one of these chicks came to my room with oil.
Woo.
A chick came to my room in Santo Domingo, bro, with oil. I'm saying, man. So look, bro. Sometimes that oil help. I ain't gonna lie
Oh,
to you.
we gotta get to the I have my own dirty Diana. We're gonna have to get to that.
Oh wait, you got it. Look, you
Okay.
got the floor right here, man. I got to run to the bathroom. I want to hear it though. I'm gonna have it going. Wait, hold on. I'm putting it on me, big dog. I want you to put it. I was trying to put it on you,
All right.
but you could just go ahead with it.
Okay.
You got to tell that story. I'm listening.
Okay. All right. So pretty much this was so it was at the casino. I was at the casino, you know, late night. It was probably about 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. And I seen this chick, my type, slim thick. She was an older woman. So she was probably like, you know, I'm 26. So to me, she was like 32, 33. So a little older than me. So I see her, I'm like, damn, body is crazy. She had this dress or whatever you call it, but she had a slit on the side. So I could see the leg, the thigh, and everything like that. So I'm like, the one thing I will say, I know for me, I couldn't make up my mind most nights. So I'm like, yeah, I see her, I see her, I see her, but I'll collect a lot of the WhatsApps. So what I do is I collect WhatsApps, and you know, if I talk to one chick, that doesn't automatically mean that she's coming with me for the night. You know, I'm still gonna talk to other chicks to see what's out there. I'm just gonna collect the WhatsApp, you know, she'll send me photos and whatever so I can remember what she looks like. And then just kind of go from there. But you know, I seen her at the end of the night, and I couldn't really make a decision, but I seen her, and she just kind of like got my attention. I was like, yes, that is what I need right there for the night. So I went over, I talked to her, pastor, and the one thing about her was she was Dominican and she spoke English. She spoke English. So immediately we conversating. I'm like, you speak English, cool. And how can I describe her? So if you guys, I know a lot of you guys have seen Harlem Nights with Eddie Murphy. She reminds me of the chick he was with. I can't remember her name exactly, the light skinned chick. But the girl, she
Jasmine Guy is her name.
who?
Jasmine Guy is her real
Okay,
name.
okay. So she didn't look exact, but her aura, demeanor of the character,
Yeah,
that's exactly how like I was interpreting. Like she kind of gave me that aura,
that
and
kind of
I
vibe.
was like, oh my god, I felt like Eddie Murphy in that movie. And we were talking, and it's crazy because I ended up renting an ATV a few days later, and she stopped. She stayed somewhere on the strip. She wanted to change. This is how I knew she was. And I told her like she actually had her own ATV, so she
Wait,
was
wait.
dropping me. She was
Mango
dropping
on
me
a bike.
around.
Mango on a bike.
Right. So she was like, I was gonna get like a cab or a moto. She was like, no, don't do that. I got my own ATV. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm sitting just like this, and she get on, she driving and everything, and she stops and she changes clothes and everything. So she actually taught me how to drive the ATV while I was there because I ain't know how to drive it.
Dang. Okay, you
Yeah,
had a real Dirty Diana. Because
yeah.
remember, Dirty Diana come to me on a scooter, and I was on the back of her scooter because I ain't know how to drive
Oh,
the
see,
scooter.
yep,
Same story. Yeah, it's a good
yep.
thing. But look, do me a
So
favor, man. Make sure you tell this on your channel. Now, this is just YouTube brother advice.
yeah.
Tell this story on your channel, and it's going to help you, man. Get a good thumbnail. This is going to help your channel grow. The stories is where they at, man. So
Yeah,
you can continue with your Dirty Diana.
man. So I mean, we went back, and so I'm gonna save everything. I'm gonna make a story time for that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save everything, but I'm just kind of summarizing. But yeah,
Yeah.
had a good time and everything like that. But she kind of took my breath away. But she was the best until the last night, and then I ran into this Haitian girl. So it was So this chick last night. I actually had a Haitian girl prior, right? So me and her had chemistry. And the one thing I mentioned on the live was I think the first maybe 2 days, I kind of went for like, oh my God, she looked good and everything and going with that. But the problem with that is, leche, papi leche, they rush you.
Mm-hmm.
They rush you. I don't like that. I don't like to be rushed. So what I do is, I talk to them, develop chemistry. If it's there, then I go with that. Obviously, she has to look good, and we go from there. And I always tell, and I started to tell like every girl, I'm like, hey, I don't like to rush. I take my time. So if
Yeah.
that's the issue, I text it in WhatsApp. So I'm like, if that's an issue, it ain't gonna work. And
Yeah.
then if it stick, it stick. If it don't, it don't. They go over there, right?
You got
So
options.
exactly. So copy and paste, copy and paste. So the last night, I was actually gonna go with the first Haitian chick, you know. But I seen this beautiful Haitian girl, curly hair, everything, like the lips, all the features, everything. I'm like, yes, I have to have that. So in order for me to really take that for the night, I need to make sure like we got some chemistry. So we're talking and everything like that. I'm just kind of feeling her out, and I'm asking her, I'm like, "Are you gonna be at the casino?" Because I think it was a Sunday, right? So the casino was jumping. There was gonna be a lot of people there anyway, right? So she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be there." So I'm like, "Okay, I hope this girl comes." So I'm in the casino. I wait for her. I actually see her, and we had a blast that night, and it actually was even better than my
And
version
room.
of
It was
Diana.
better. Yeah.
I'm gonna
That
talk about that. I'm
casino,
gonna separate
that
those
casino
two.
ain't no, yeah, that
Right.
casino ain't no joke.
Nah, it's not, especially on the weekends, because
Yeah.
obviously in the week it's kind of slow. So that's why I took a couple days to actually go to because I went to Cabarete, Porta Plata, and actually the night before that, I went to me and some brothers. We went to Santiago for the night.
Okay.
We went out there, so just kind of experience. Obviously, Santiago is different.
Yeah, it's
Like
different.
if you want a wife, your girlfriend, you go to Santiago. It's a perfect place. It was kind of dry a little bit to us because obviously we're not on that at the moment. But I
No,
know
your
like
eyes different. You got to remember, your eyes different. You in Sosua, you got them all. You're
You're
like,
right.
and then you go to Santiago, and it's like, man, Santiago ain't hitting on nothing. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
it's
Like,
not.
your eyes different. Now, when you're looking for a wife,
Exactly.
it's
I know where to
different.
go.
Yeah, you know where to go. Now, Santo Domingo is in the middle of that.
Middle,
It's
yeah.
kind of the middle of that. So
Yeah.
it's
That's
kind
kind
of
of what
like,
I like. I
yeah,
was
it's
gonna say
kind of in the middle.
that's what I like too, because in the States, well, we've all done some crazy things, and I see it too with a lot of brothers. But we kind of in the States, you get what you can, right? I know my ex-wife looked good, so that wasn't the question with her. It was just the way she was acting. But a lot of guys, like you said, the big Shirleys, like a lot of guys just take what they can.
Yeah,
She's giving me the time of day. She's giving me attention, sex, or whatever. I'm gonna go with her, right?
yeah,
But over there, like we just mentioned, like you have Sosua. If you want to get that reset, you got Santo Domingo, where it's kind of like 50-50. You can do both or whatnot. And then you have Santiago, which is like the club we went to was like all couples. We didn't see no like women were groups with each other. It was weird, but it was mostly couples. And that's how I knew. I'm like, okay, Santiago, if in order for me to go, I'm gonna have to have a chick already lined up.
no, but they have a few they got a few spots where they go crazy at too. But
because I kind
yeah,
of got a place from Flip. He told me about one place. I'm like, okay, we'll go there.
yeah, Flip knows some places. Man,
Yeah,
Flip gonna know a lot.
yeah.
I'm gonna be in. Look, man, I'm gonna be in Santiago for a month. I'm gonna
Mm,
do a month. I'm gonna go to all the clubs. I'm just gonna go everywhere. So go to restaurants, go everywhere. So people, I'm trying to line it up right now because look like I'm about to settle my case with my foot. That's the only thing I was trying to get
yeah.
all my stuff done. I'm gonna be free. So the brother was asking about the casino. I'll let you answer. Do you think it's big, small, or whatever?
Oh, it's small. I mean, I've never been to Vegas, but obviously seeing like it's not the casinos of Vegas. It's not like that.
Yeah,
So the
you walk
strip,
in, you got your little bar right there.
yeah,
It's
you got your
kind
little
of that
bar, which is open. The space is open.
big.
Obviously, it on the weekends is packed. So, and the crazy thing is packed with women. So there's brothers there. There's men there, but like I said, it's a parallel world. So like when you go to the clubs and stuff here, when there's a lot of men and there's only like a few women, it's the polar opposite.
Yeah,
So it's almost like you're being the hunted, right? Because they're looking, these women are looking to make that money. So, you have the pick of you literally have the pick of the litter. You literally have the pick of the litter. It's all on you. Like I told earlier, every night that I went out to the casino or the strip, it took me so long to make a decision because I'm like, I want her, and I see her, and I see her, because your brain gets a overload because you're not used to that. In the States,
yeah, that's
you're taking what you can get. Most guys do that. Obviously there's some brothers that somehow make it happen, but generally I'm speaking for most guys, regular guys that they just taking what they get. Even me, right? Over there, it's an overload. Like you don't know what you. It's just so much. It's so much, and
yeah. I
it can
tell a
be
guy it's an
overlooked.
upside down tree. Uh, over here, look, and I heard I saw a guy on YouTube or TikTok or something say this. Dominican Republic is like 40 years behind the United States in a good
Hmm.
way. And
Yeah,
like so
feminism and all that.
it's
Yeah,
like and the dude was like, it's so he'd say, man, remind me of the 1990s. I know you're real young, but like me and Sarge and
98.
all that. He was like, man, it reminded me of the early 90s when you can walk up to a woman in the mall and she gonna talk with you and you have a good time. She gonna like like when we were younger, we could walk through the mall, a woman would holler at us. Woman, hey, how you doing? What's your number? And all this stuff. Like in America, it just got to the point where women got so high on a pedestal till they
Yeah,
wasn't on a pedestal no more. They went on a mountain. And you need
yeah.
to ride on the dragon to get to them. In the DR, they riding on a dragon to come see you. They come. I'm talking about even regular women. I ain't
Right.
look. Let's just take mangoes out of the equation right now, right? Nobody, none of that. I'm talking about regular women that you can meet anywhere will treat you like a king any day.
Yeah.
Way better than you get treated.
And just
Way
kind of
better.
speaking on like the dating, you know, back in the day, right? A lot of the stuff, see, you know, my mom, yeah, I think you and my mom are around the same age, right? So a lot of the stuff, you know, she grew up, you know, in the 90s and everything. So a lot of the stuff that you talk about with dating that gets passed down to us,
Yeah.
especially the you know, guys around my age. So we get that from our parents, like, hey, this is how, you know, this is how you talk to a girl and everything like that. So coming into the dating scene as a young man, whether in high school, college, and, you know, adulthood, you still have that mentality like it is the early 90s. But the thing is, though, our parents, grandparents, and beyond, that was then. And I see, I went to high school and I seen, you know, Instagram, Facebook take off. So I was in that era where, you know, I seen it be really small where, you know, a couple people started using it. I went I went to school through that. So I seen how it kind of progressed and got worse when it comes to dating. And it's crazy because even in high school, I could go back, and it's funny now because a lot of these girls, they look beat, and
Yeah, it
it's
was
crazy how
terrible.
I look versus how they look. You know what I'm saying? So, but these girls, you know, they would, you know, and like my mom or, you know, my papa, you know, they, you know, kind of taught me do this and that for a woman, you know, be the nice guy and everything like that. So I took those things that, you know, you were talking about from the early 90s. I took those and tried to apply it, and you know, now modern times, right? So that you cannot do that. And that's one thing I had to
Don't work.
undo and kind of rewire my brain and realize, like, okay, and it's crazy because I always thought something was wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? You know, I would
Nah, bro, it ain't you. They try to turn
yeah,
you to baby face.
I
They
would
try, they try to
I would
turn you to
text a
baby
girl,
when you're young.
I would text a girl and she wouldn't text back, and, you know, play these stupid games and everything like that. And then when I started talking to other men, and they were like, yeah, it happens to me all the time as well. And I'm like, okay, so it ain't me. And then when I started watching Kevin Samuels and a lot of these other red pill guys, and they broke it down. Kevin Samuels really broke it down because he had the women on and everything like that.
Yeah.
And it just opened up my mind because I'm like, okay, and I was still in a relationship, and even in that, you know, it was crazy because, you know, here I am trying to do, you know, what I grew up to thinking, like, okay, you know, go provide, and, you know, and she'll be happy, right? So, you know, I'm working all these hours, like I'm serving my country, I'm, you know, overseas, I'm, even when I get back home, I'm working 12-hour shifts and everything like that. Right.
They not going look. Let me say this, brother. Look, I tell you, I don't care what you do.
You
Look, when women feel, some women feel like they're settling for you. So
exactly.
there's relationship dynamics. So a white dude told me this years ago, right? It was real talk. I come to work mad as hell. I'm doing this, doing that. He like, hey man, you know what he say? Hey, bro, it's the person who cares the less in the relationship controls the relationship. And
Mm,
he hit me so hard when I'm driving home. I'm thinking about this. Damn, my character. She ain't made. She was stoic. Didn't have any kind of emotions. Didn't care what. I'm like, damn, this woman don't love me. That's when I broke it off. I'm like, damn, this woman don't love me at all. She don't care anything about me. I'm sitting there, and I know the game. I grew up in it.
yeah.
I'm like, but you can get worn down if I tell you about locking the werewolf up, bro. Only 2 times in my life I wasn't smashing multiple chicks. I got married and started going to church. This is real talk. I got married, bro, and started going to church. And just like, okay, I had at the time, I had 2 daughters were born. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna be a good man. I went to church.
Right,
I
right.
went to church 3 times a week, doing like how your boy say lollipop, coming home, paying the grocery. Wait, I'm buying the groceries, doing everything right. That's the first time I ever did right in my life. Right. Didn't cheat, didn't do nothing. And the woman, and she was more attracted to the bad guy than I used to be before I
Mm,
before I went to church. When I was missing that night and she didn't know where I was at, she
yeah.
loved that. But when I was home every night, she looked at me like, Ninja, you here every night? What are you doing? You don't want to go do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So this is real talk that I'm telling you. So that time, then after that, I jump into a whole nother relationship. I do the same thing, like putting the woman first, like Jaheim. You see Jaheim, you see what happened to him putting the woman, you know what I'm saying, and not putting myself first. And then, bro, it hit me all of a sudden that damn, I'm out here simping for these pros. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then when I got back like that and put myself first, that's when the women started finding me attractive. Because I knew that, bro. I saw that with my mom, with my stepdad. My stepdad, y'all always laugh about it. Talking about Brew messing with every woman in the neighborhood. My mom loved him to death. My mom still loved my stepdad till this day. Mess with every woman in the neighborhood because people like what they can't have. We like Lamborghinis and shit because we don't have them. You know what I'm saying? You got a Lamborghini. Look, I end up getting Corvette Stingrays and shit in my life. And like, first I want a Corvette. When I got a Corvette, it's just another car. Like right now, if you're dealing with Beyonce, you'll be tired of Beyonce. My dad told me this when I was a kid. He said, see that woman that you going crazy about? Some Negro tired of her. He don't want her, and you looking at her. So that's how I think now. Yeah. So when I let the wolf out, I refuse to lock the wolf back up. I will be cool with you. I can like you. I can care about you. But no, I would never lock the wolf up again. Never.
It's funny because I feel like I'm like a younger version of you because we think the exact same.
Yes, I think
so. I can't contain the werewolf. I have to let him out, and this is. Old me would have, did like you said. Everything you just said. That's exactly what I was doing, and you know what? I was miserable, and it's funny because I came back. I was on deployment. I came back, and I was working out. I was in shape. Especially when you're out there on the deployment and you're really around we got women and stuff, but you're around the brothers. It's a brotherhood and everything like that. So the military really like kind of got me used to that, being around men and everything like that. So when I got home and she looked at me, she was like, oh, you done got in shape. And it's almost like she didn't want me to do that. And it's crazy because that year I lost all my gains. I completely stopped working out and trying to make this woman happy. And one of my close friends, he told me, he was like, bro, what happened? Because you were going to the gym, and everything like people were noticing like you. And one of the guys, we were in a car one day and I'm on the phone with her and he can hear her like yelling and screaming, like, why aren't you here? And he was like, bro, and he just like, man, you were in the gym, you were doing this and that. Like you have to, like, I understand I've been through the same thing, stressed and everything like that. But bro, you gotta gain some control. If you don't, you're gonna get overwhelmed. And we kind of broke things off. And that beginning of the month, obviously it's a healing process and everything like that. I just went to what I knew and I just started going to the gym, and that was something I could control. Right. And at the time I still had like a few months in the military. So I'm like, okay, I can't control when I get out. Right. But I'm like, okay, I can at least hit the gym. And we were still like going, we were still going doing underway. So when I say underway, we were going out to sea weeks at a time. So I was home and I'll be gone. I was home and I'll be gone. So while I'm working hard and grinding and everything like that, I'm like, I can work out. I can at least look good. Like Deion Sanders say, look good, feel good, play good. So looking good, getting my confidence back and, and everything like that. And I've been doing that ever since. And then obviously, fitness for me, guys have their different things, but get my money right. Obviously with traveling, that costs money.
Definitely costs money.
Doing this, it makes you, I know, in my age group, a lot of guys my age don't even think like me. Honestly, I'm probably years ahead of them when it comes to the mindset, especially guys.
I met two, a guy like you and another guy, me and
Cam. Cam is one of them too.
Cam, three.
Yeah.
You, Cam, and I met another guy. He came with he came with us with Flip. He had everything. Me and Flip met him, man. He was a young guy like that too. Had his stuff straight, went through all that. But one guy just give me $10 super chat. He said, ask this brother this. He said, you were there 9 days. Did you clap 9 cheeks or what?
More than that.
Wait, there you go. Thanks for the super chat. So you clapped more than 9 cheeks?
Yeah. I was like I said, I think
you really let the werewolf out.
I did. It was a werewolf / great white shark. Yeah, it was that. like you always say, Michael Jackson Thriller. That's how it was.
Then you tell me I'm not like most guys. You hit them with that,
man. And it's funny because
I'm gonna drop the link to let some brothers on. I'm gonna drop the link. Any brothers want to jump on with us before we stop? I'm dropping the link. Any of you brothers, man, make sure y'all brothers look. You got a lot of brothers in here, man. Hit the like button. Make sure y'all go subscribe to my brother. One more thing, my brother Gary was saying, is $2,500 enough for 2 weeks? It depends on you. Everybody's different. It's hard to say that, brother Gary. It's hard to say it.
So I could probably answer that, right?
So answer from your perspective.
I think my budget was around now 2 weeks. That's a tad, couple more days.
Yeah.
If we're talking about flight and we including everything, I think
no. He just talking about you that's there. I don't know, Gary. What are you talking about?
If it's just there,
just there.
Okay, so we'll just say if you're just there. If you're just there, that's plenty. Now every guy is different. So the first maybe 2 days I went crazy, and then like the middle. A couple days, I kind of chilled out and just kind of, because sometimes I had maybe 2 mangoes a day, and then midweek I just kind of like, okay, let me pace myself. Let me just do one a day, enjoy. And then I had the regular chick, and just kind of took a break because I got burned out.
Brother said he had 2 mangoes a day. 2 mangoes a day keep the backaches away.
Oh man.
Well, like I'm saying, it all depends, brother Gary. It depends on what you're doing. But let me ask you this. Yeah, it depends on what you're doing. It depends on what you're getting into, what kind of debauchery you into.
A whole lot of debauchery.
Because you can get into a whole lot of debauchery. Right. Look, anywhere, you can get in a lot of debauchery in the US, man. You know what to look at. You can get in a lot of debauchery. But before we go to brother Real Deal, let me ask you this. Now, safety. Did you feel safe the whole time?
So obviously Sosua is very safe.
Yeah.
You got the brothers there. So, we speak English. So safety is not really an issue. Even in Cabarete, safe because it's a tourist area. Puerto Plata, pretty safe. It's kind of like Puerto Plata. Best way I can describe Puerto Plata, if you're from the South, it's kind of like the South in a way. Just kind of how it is, the town and everything. It's kind of like that. So kind of spread out, and being from down south, I'm kind of used to that. So it was like kind of perfect. Felt pretty safe. And then Santiago, pretty safe. I did have one of my boys. He spoke fluent Spanish, so he was talking for us, negotiating prices and everything for like transportation and stuff on our behalf. And we actually ran into some cops over there in Santiago. So I might have to do a little story time about that. Santiago,
I'll let you do that for your channel.
Yeah. But yeah.
Now look, I had a lot of fun in Santiago. Santiago fun to me, but some people don't like it because it's a little bit slower.
Yeah.
But I'm an old ninja, man. I gotta, no, look, that's what cats like you to be doing that every night, man. I can't roll every night.
But even me though, like I'm a hybrid, so I like to do both. I got you. I'm both. So like even it's cool. The mangoes is cool, but every now and then you want to lay. You kind of want to spend time with somebody, quality time, and
Yeah, brother Kevin, he got a reset. Look, answer this. A lot of people who are going to hear this, they say, Cap, dudes in the United States don't understand how many women that you can sleep with when you leave the United States. They used to look. dudes in the United States don't sleep with women like people who try. Some do,
but
nowhere around the level of women. Now you just said you slept with over 9 women. So I tell people, man, I was in Santo Domingo 8 months straight. How many women you think I slept with? I did 8 months straight. Do you know how many women you can sleep? Like, they don't realize that when you come in from, I don't care, you black, white, Latino, whatever you are, you come into a foreign country, as long as you got that American dollar following you, whether they mangos or regular women, you can have as many of them as you want. They don't realize that. I said this the other night, bro. I was like Tony Montana. Instead of coke, I had booty cheeks. I'm like, I'm sitting on the desk with booty cheeks. Like, look, oiled up like Diddy. I'm oiled up like Diddy with a gold chain on.
It's kind of like in Scarface when he had the automatic machine and he just spraying it. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing.
You cannot. It's on you.
Yeah.
So that going with what the brother was saying, how much money it's on you. But you also can look. You also can do that with regular women. Because look, I tell men, look, I'm always 100% consistent. I'm cool with mangos, but I rather regular women myself. I rather just hook up with regular chicks. Yeah. But if I'm in, if I'm in Sosua chilling and I've been sitting and flip and I'm drunk a little bit, I'm gonna go to the park and I'm gonna go sit there a little while. And if the moon catch me, somebody getting hit. If that moon come above my head, somebody gonna get slaughtered. I mean, it's just what it is. I can't help it. That next morning I'm gonna wake up like, damn, why did I do that? But it is what it is.
But the difference is waking up, damn, why did I do that in the United States is different than in Sosua because the quality, and it's funny because funny story. So one of the guy, the security guy, the dude that worked at my Airbnb, he was like, he spoke English. So he told me straight up, he was like, man, I done watched you bring all these women every night, man. You bring some good quality women every night. And he was like, man, some of these guys, I don't know what they do. They just be bringing on anything. And I was like, yeah, that's what I didn't fly all the way here to the sleep with girls I could do in the state. I didn't want that. And I was like, well, if you like what you saw, something actually is about to come in about 10 minutes. You about to see. So she came.
Brother flossing. Look, something about to come now.
She came.
Brother flossing on him.
And he saw her. He was like, and I was like, come on.
Yeah, it happened, man. Brother, Mike Ross, man. Big Trucking with Mike Ross. A mango got my name tatted.
No.
And we ain't met yet. I need answers. No. Should I trust? Hell no.
Hell no.
Let me tell you, listen. Hell no. You in our Facebook group, you need to put that in. Shout out to the Facebook group. Put that in. Do you know this chica? And
you will get a lot of no's in that
look, she might have a couple of cats name tatted on her. Yeah. I'm telling you, man. Let me tell you.
It's a damn sleeve.
Yeah, man, that don't mean anything. But listen, look. Each his own, brother. Like, look, let me tell you. Because like a man told me, man, I know a dude, he got a mango, and that's his mango. That's his main chick. And like he told me, I was like, hey, man, old girl be out there. He like, she make me feel good. I'm like, he went that old man on me. He bent down. She make me feel good.
What's the old school song when he's like, girl,
Lenny Williams.
Lenny Williams.
I watched TV till TV went off. Like so, but this cat, no, look, he live on the island. This ain't no cat that live in the United States. But he could deal with a lot. Hey, brother, there's something that get you. Dirty Diana got me like that. Look, Dirty Diana, not even the best experience I ever had. She's in the top. I got a story time about the best experience. I got to put it out, man. The best experience I ever had in DR come from a woman I ain't want at all. She didn't look that good. But this woman, bro. Well, I tell you, she's a regular girl, man. She had a job at a pharmacy and everything. Just none of that. That's why I kind of didn't want to. She looked like
a on you.
Boy, when I tell you she put it on me, man.
Woo.
This thing crawled to me on the couch. Hey, bro, I will never forget this. She crawled to me on the couch, and I looked at that glazed ham, and let me tell you something, man. It broke me in many ways. And look, I mean, it was cliche. It was cheek clapping on a professional level. It was different. You know what I'm saying?
Was it like the girl, like my version, right? Their Dinah. She told me, because she speak English. She was like, I don't know what type of girls you deal with, but I take my time. I was like, oh, that's all I needed. And
yeah,
when she said that, that's exactly what she did. She took her time. It was like out of a movie. And I honestly will say, all the experiences with women physically, anything I've ever had in the States, everything, all my best experiences happened in those 9 days. And it didn't happen one day with one woman.
Yeah.
Different women, different days. Like,
so that's different stories. Like, they cats don't understand. Like I'm saying with this chick, when she crawled up to me, bro, I'm watching TV, bro. I felt like a winner, right? I'm watching TV, and she crawled up to me, and she started rapping on the mic like Nas. She like, if I rule the world. She was on the mic like that. And listen, I looked at her, man. I'm telling you, dead eye, and I'm like, damn, you the one I didn't want. Like, that's how I looked at her. Like,
but she probably, but women are good at picking up on energy, and it's weird because the ones you don't want, they want you more, and they can kind of pick up on that. Like, okay, he's not really showing me any attention. Let me. But
that's what we was talking about earlier about when you don't want a chick. Hey, bro, I didn't want this chick at all. Hey, bro, it's. I'm not gonna go into much here for the story time. I actually recorded it a while back. I recorded it while it happened. I just have to edit it as a video. I did not want this chick at all. I got the picture. I'm gonna do something for the first time. I don't really do. I'm gonna put the picture of me and her together so people can see it. Because the dude be like, "Hey man, y'all, you always cap. This ain't no cap." Boy, this woman give me the best. I'm gonna do all 4 women story times of the 4 women who give me the best. But look, let me let my brother Real Deal pop in there. Brother Real Deal, how you doing, brother?
What's going on to you two gentlemen, man? What's going on, Ronnie? The young brother that's on. Let me read your title name. Gents on the go, brother. Congratulations, man. I look forward to your content in the future. I'm gonna definitely subscribe to your channel once you get it up and popping, brother.
It's already up. So go ahead and subscribe. Whenever you had a time, it's already up. I got a couple videos out. So go ahead, go ahead and take a look and subscribe. And then I have a Instagram too, so you can follow that.
Okay, you're very knowledgeable. And back to you, Ronin. I will be so brother, I got to connect out there in Santiago, man. He gonna be showing me some things when I come through. I got another spot, another country I'm supposed to be going to in December. I don't want to say it because I don't want Negroes to mess it up. But I'm gonna make my way to Santiago maybe sometime in December and January. If you're gonna be out in the area, man, it'll be lovely. I would love to link up with you, man, and get you a drink or something like that, man, because I would definitely be out checking out.
That sounds excellent. That's when I'm gonna be there. I plan on spending the whole month of December in Santiago, and then earlier that month I'm gonna go to probably I'm gonna be in Punta Cana for a little while. Then I'm gonna do that. Then New Year's, I'm gonna spend it in Panama. I'm trying to get everything straight now. It depends on when I settle my case. But boy, I'm about to be worldwide, man. Thank all you guys for joining the membership. Boy, I'm gonna be putting so much stuff in the membership and in my Patreon. Boy, y'all better get ready.
All right, bro. Well, if you're out there in Santiago, what I'm gonna do in the back message, man. If you got free time, man, my buddy, he lives out there. I'm gonna drop you my number, man, and if you out there around that time, December, man, you can hit me, let me know something, and we could definitely go from there. But what I want to say, man, I appreciate this, what you still got going, Ronin, man. Y'all are giving a lot of brothers hope. The guys that have traveled and experienced this stuff like that, to just hear these things. Because like I said, I've been to Punta Cana and I love it. I've been other places overseas, and everything y'all saying is the truth, man. Because like when I compared it overseas versus over here in the States, man, it's a total different story. And I was glad to hear this young brother get up here, right? Because a lot of the dudes, I call them dudes with female thoughts, the guys that don't like men they never met traveling to talk to women and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You hear them pretty much say things that women would say, like, well, if you got to go over there, it's because you're ugly, or it's because such and such, such, such. So I'm listening to the young brother on here. I could tell this brother didn't have no hard time getting women in the States, right? Even me, when I was dressed up nice and stuff like that, I don't smash women in the States. I done got numbers, but he just said the same thing that I experienced that a lot of other guys said they experienced. You're getting a phone number and they not responding. They BSing around. They doing this and that and the third. Now you can eventually get to the sex, but you got to go through so much stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? And these are for basic chicks. These not even for fine chicks. You know what I'm saying? So when you hear different guys say this stuff that don't quote unquote fit this lame, ugly narrative or whatever narrative that these dudes raised by their mama was taught to say, you know what I'm saying, about grown men who like women and stuff like that. You know, it just says, man, I don't know what the mother cats is talking about. Cause I'm like, man, fat dudes ain't the only dudes that travel overseas that deal with women. You know what I'm saying? You got normal
They
looking
have
brothers.
no idea. They have
Yeah,
no
they
idea,
don't.
brother.
They're
They
just
have no
talking.
idea.
Yeah, they think only the fat and ugly dudes are the only ones going over there. I'm like, dude, it's normal looking brothers that's tired of these chicks too. I done met a bunch of normal looking folks that's tired of these chicks that don't want to date them. Like, what are you talking about? So
Dude,
you
I've
all
been
just proved that.
multi-millionaires. Listen, and Sarge was talking about this the other night. You multi-millionaires, dudes, NFL players, NBA players. Like there's dudes that just say, "Hey, man, I don't want no problems, but I'm going overseas." You know, so real deal, you're definitely you're hitting on it, brother.
And Ronan,
Continue,
I
brother.
notice all the broke people is still here.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they are the ones waiting for something to happen, hoping for something to happen. Maybe if my wife can, maybe help me out here, then we can do something. And I'm like, it's going to be two classes of brothers in about 8 years. It's going to be the brothers that are gone, and we'll talk to our other brothers on holidays, but those brothers that are here will serve as motivation of why we left. They are going to be the ones that's going to be going through, I don't know, the second or third divorce, or maybe you might not have a job, but you can't leave because homegirl make all the money, so you better stay home and watch the kids, yo. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. For real. No, brother
Man,
Gary, you touching on something because a lot of men like I watched something the other day. They were saying like 13% of men have just checked out. They don't stop working. They are not no more part of the American economy. They're done. They don't even care. They're out of it. And then the other part of it is just a lot of guys are staying home, being stay-at-home dads. The women are achieving because America is pushing the females more than they're pushing men. Like you look at
it's a
any
zombie
college campus.
invasion, Ronan. It's a
Yeah,
it's a
it's
female
crazy.
zombie invasion,
It's
and
crazy.
it's like I see it affecting my son, and like I raised him to be a certain way, but like the society got it so like his joint make about 1.5 times more than him, and like I see him hard, out there working hard, but then I see her talking down to him, this,
Mhm.
that, and the third, and I'm like, damn, damn, you know, it gets him younger and younger. So yeah, man, it feel good to have me see a kid like you up there get out early, son. Trust me.
Yeah, and I wanna say like my so I had it's all about who you have in your circle. One of the guys,
Mm.
I served with, me and him we're like brothers. And, he told me, and another guy, and also my mom, all three of them kind of put it in my head that, you can do a lot better. And my mom kept telling me, hey, son, you need to sow your royal oats. You need to sow your royal oats. Because, especially her, she didn't want to see me go through that, just being unhappy and everything. And I experienced that. Ronan, a lot of guys have, been married and did, had children and everything like that. Like I've experienced that at a younger age. And it's funny to see, even on social media, a lot of the guys my age they're getting married and they're having kids. And I've already done that even earlier while they were out partying and everything like that. I was doing the family thing. I was telling them like, hey, I can't go out, I got things to take care of home. I was that guy, but now everything kind of flipped. and they're going through that. And some guys, one thing about it is some guys, honestly, some guys won't ever wake up from it, but some guys, like me and other brothers, will learn from things that they could have done differently, and pretty much say, and also have those people and those different events and things like that happen, but to basically say, hey, I want something different, and just come to the realization it's not in the States that I can make it happen, and I can make it happen somewhere else. Because I'll tell you this, my son was a newborn. I'm stressed. I'm overweight. Like, it was crazy. I've never been so stressed, working crazy hours, and I had him in my arms. And guess who I was watching on YouTube? Flyboy Way was one of the first traveling guys I saw.
Shout out to Flyboy Way.
And I seen him, and I was just like, wow. I was just amazed, because I've traveled and everything, but I was work, but traveling to actually experience everything. And I'm just like, wow. I didn't say, I would never, never do that. I never judged him or anything like that. I was just like, I don't, hopefully one day, I don't know, but everything happens for, everything happened the way it meant to with me,
Everything for a reason.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So that's how I'm, that's pretty much how I'm here now, in front of y'all talking. So
yeah, man, lessons and blessings.
I'm a remote guy, I do IT. So I'm like, why am I here paying these exorbitant prices for my life, and I could work anywhere? And if I can work anywhere, why am I still here? Right. So yeah, Ronin, trust me, November the 22nd, the brother will be right there. I'ma holler at you.
Yeah, man, let's go drink some beer. Man, look, I meet so many dudes, man. Look, I done met so many brothers, man, I lost count. And brothers that like, look, here's what happened to everybody. And let me ask you this, Gent, before I let Real Deal answer it. I call it the stranglehold, man. Like, once you spend time outside of the United States like that, clapping cheeks, whatever, and you go back to the United States, boy, feel like you're in a chokehold. I call it the stranglehold. Like, you want to just get back. You want to get back to that loving, get back to the brotherhood. Like, yeah, it's just crazy. It's the stranglehold. Did you feel like that when you got back?
I'm from North Carolina, right? So our weather is like really bipolar. And when we came back, that's when they had the storm and everything. So it was raining nonstop. It just stopped raining, I think like a day or two ago. So immediately the weather was like the biggest thing, because I'm used to obviously with DR, the women and everything, but it was everything. It was a whole package. It was the weather, that vitamin, the sun just beating on you, and
you're clapping you clapping two different cheeks every day.
Exactly.
And cheap liquor.
And yep, that too. But just to go from that and to even the plane ride back home was rough. It was storming and everything, and that's how I knew. I'm just like, oh my God, I gotta come back home.
You land back in Atlanta or North Carolina?
So it was connected. So I went to Miami, and I took another flight to so I'm in Raleigh. So flight to Raleigh. But I came back, and I think me, Rona, you spoke to my mom. So my mom, she actually just left 2 days ago. She's actually in Georgia now, the country. But she's already on, like, she kind of already put it in my head, like, hey, you need to get out of the States. So right now,
I'm smart.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, and I will say this, man. Shout out. Look, I did speak to this brother's mother. She was a solid sister. Like, everything she told me, your mom was about you.
Different.
Yeah, his mom. Look, any one of you dudes would probably wife his mom up. I'm just being real. She's a solid sister. She's beautiful.
Okay.
She loved you.
Okay. She cut different.
She loved her son. What I heard, how she talked to me about you and life, and I'm like, that's a real sister. If your mom need a channel talking like that to sisters, You need to maybe convince her to.
She has her channel.
She did say she had a channel.
Yeah, it's called Bellosity Travel. That's the name of her channel. I did a video with her actually before she left. So I just wanted, because I'm like, she's gonna be leaving. I wanted to do a video.
It's on your channel?
Yeah, it's on the channel. What's up?
Man, brothers, y'all go support that, because let me tell you, brother, real deal. I got you, got your situation. But man, let me tell you, man, when you got a person like that, look, everybody love their culture. Like, I don't want people to say always, because I get this all the time. Oh, y'all love other culture. No, we love our culture. We proud of being black and who we are. We do. But we want our own people to be proud of everything else too. So we want our women to be proud and do things. So when you do see a woman that's like that, I show them much respect. So when I got the chance to talk to your mom, I smiled like, that's a real woman, man. She looking out for her son. That's a real chick right there. So much respect for you and your mom, man. Much respect, you know.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's what's up. So, brother, real deal. You got the floor, big dog.
Well, man, like I said, man, it's always a pleasure to come to your channel and hear like-minded brothers collaborate. One thing, I think I was talking to another brother, man, and I was telling him about you, because it's another brother that got your name too. That's on YouTube. And man,
it's like 5 different Ronins. You got Ronin, you got me, Ronin the Traveler. You got a guy, Ronin Traveler. He's a cool guy, and he got another guy.
He's a cool guy, but he had got, the other brother had got you mixed up, and he was describing the situation. I said, I knew he wasn't talking about you, because I said, man, Ronin you've never really attracted, and that's what I like about your channel too. You never really attracted any ignorant beta males over to your channel. Like, I noticed they go to other
you got mature, intelligent gentlemen that's doing shit
that's
in your
different.
lives.
Yeah, I've never tuned into your show and saw any ignorant beta males coming over to your show crying about grown men dealing with women in other places. Like, they go to the other brothers' channel, they go to certain other brothers' channels.
Yeah.
But I noticed they've never come to yours. I said they can't be talking about his channel, because his channel is just full of grown men who act and think like men. There's no effeminate acting men on his channel. You know what I'm saying? So I said that's a place where you come, you get your knowledge, your information, man. I love the way that brothers on here, they collaborate and they're networking. And that's what I like about traveling overseas too, because you get to see another version of black men. You get to see the version of black men that I feel like the news needs to show more often. But because Pookie and Ray Ray is ruling our neighborhood, and the women prefer them over the everyday brother that act like the brothers on the channel, that's who they prefer to have babies with. That's who's pushed out to the forefront. So when they describe us, they're describing Pookie, but they happen to be black. And when people see us, they don't know that we're not Pookie. We're different than Pookie. We have a different way that we move. We're all about our business. And we know how to come together and be in a room with each other without trying to kill each other, because we hate ourselves.
Exactly. So most of us over here have things to offer each other. Skills, ideas, and businesses and things like that. Those cats over there ain't got nothing to offer you but some weed, y'all.
Yeah. And so just being even in this space, man, and listening to you all and another brother's channel that I frequent, man. I've been able to learn so much. Even
over here, we about the brotherhood. Say, shout his channel out.
Shout out. Okay, man, y'all check out Carlos Red, man. That's why we were talking about you. Go check out Pablo Frescobar and Carlos Red. Those brothers over there, they really good, man, and they're familiar with you. And I always told them, I said, man, if I ever get a moment, man, I'm gonna tell them about your channel. But those brothers, they real deep, they real intelligent, and they genuinely care about brothers like you do. And they don't ask for no money, no donations, none of that stuff. They really just genuinely want to see brothers travel, and they want to see brothers happy and living a different life, just like yourself. So like, when I want to call the brothers that's really giving back, I like to shout their channels out and stuff like that, like yours and Pablo Frescobar and Carlos Red. Now everybody else, I don't know, but I know for a certain, I like what you got going on, because brothers over here acting like they got sense. And I want to put that out there.
I'm about the brotherhood, man. Look, YouTube is good. I get a little check from it. I appreciate it, but I flip houses. That's my livelihood. I make my money like that. So I'm not trying to fleece the people. We got a Facebook group, man, with over 7,000 people in it, man. I love that. Love to see the brothers. I made it so brothers do travel. They got people that they can link up with. That's why I made it. And look, man, and Gents on the Go was talking about how Flip, he ran into Flip helped him. Man, this is good, man. Flipping them, and these brothers are good dudes, you know. So that's why we made these platforms where we could interconnect. You know what I'm saying? That's what. So shout them brothers out, man. If they on the same thing I'm on, I love to work with them. You know,
I will say
networking.
I will say the biggest, obviously with Sosua, the mangoes and everything like that. But the biggest thing I will say is that brotherhood it's like nothing I ever seen. And obviously, been in the military and everything like that. But just how I've never seen, especially black men smiling, just positive, exchanging knowledge. It's almost like, I'm pretty young, so I don't remember the time where, older guys pass knowledge down to younger guys, because that's exactly how it was. It's, just passing the baton, like, hey, this is your first time here. I'm gonna give you some game and show you, like, okay, this is what to do, what not to do. And when I get the information, guess what I do? I pass it down to somebody else. There was guys that was coming in first time. I think I was last few days. Hey, I realized, like, okay, it's your first time here. All right, this is the game I'm gonna give you. Everything I done got from other brothers, my time here, and Ronin and Flip, I'm gonna provide that for you. So
and that's why you need it. That's why you need it, because it need a younger brother to come there and say what he needed there. And just take it from that. Tell your stories. Do this, man, and your channel gonna grow. Just be you. Don't be nobody else. And I'm telling you, man, and you're going to grow, and it's going to keep going. Make other channels too, like I tell brother. Make faceless.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on. We got the
you got conversate, because my faceless YouTube channel make more than my regular YouTube channel. Now this channel makes good. It does, man. But I would tell anybody that's listening, I always go on the faceless YouTube rant. But anybody trying to get off the plantation, telling y'all guys right now, faceless YouTube channel, it can change. Faceless YouTube channels, man, you can make a lot of money telling stories or whatever. People say, well, what's the best niches? Is so many different niches, man. But let me tell you, you can make celebrity niches. Look, like James, what's his name? James, almost, wait, what your brother name was, just died from All Good Times? He played the dad. Like, look, so you can make a channel. I mean, you can make a video talking about his life and how the real things happen on Good Times. You can make stuff by Andy Griffin. Man, so, millions. See, we thinking don't think from a black lens. Think from a worldwide lens.
Worldwide lens.
The true story of Andy Griffin. Look, ChatGPT gonna write it for you. You can use Luma AI to make the story, and you can take, boy, let me tell you, bam, millions of views. Yeah, John Amos. Look, this brother was a solid guy, played Kunta Kinte. So stuff like that, man, making videos about this kind of stuff can help you leave the plantation. You don't have to be on a job, giving these jobs all your best years. And you know what they do to you? They give you the middle finger. Now, look, I'm older. I don't know how old Real Deal is. No, Gary, I'm older. I don't give a lot of my life to working for a job. And the first chance that they had to screw me over, they did. So I'd rather take the chances, because, look, living in these foreign countries, DR is expensive. It's one of the most expensive, right? So other countries, and to me, DR cheap. So you can go live in any country around the world for way cheaper. I'm talking about the developing countries for way cheaper. Man, you get a YouTube channel paying you $3,000-$4,000 a month. You can live like a big dog, big dog. You know what I'm saying? So it's just on what you want to do, but it's part of brotherhood. We can tell each other how to do it. You got ninjas don't want to do it. I have dudes reached out to me in the opposite way and say, hey, man, stop getting these dudes that ain't got no channels on your subscriber. I mean, letting the guys come on your channel, they ain't got no subscribers. Why you letting them on? Big dudes them told me that. I'm saying, look, man, because I care about the brotherhood. I want all us to grow. That's just me. I said, look, I'm not like you. Run your program how you run it. I will bring dudes on as long as they're not haters, I will bring them on my platform, let them grow. That's real. That's how I think.
And that's how we grow.
Yeah. Hey, can can I say something about that, Ronan? What you said that the bigger guy said. The other issue I noticed with some of the guys that got the bigger channels, at least you're bringing brothers on networking and you're showing them something. They bringing brothers on there to beta males and haters because they want to have a show instead of just devoting their shows to teaching brothers how to travel and engaging brothers who want to travel and do something different. You're bringing on beta males who want to distract from the lesson plan, saying some more effeminate stuff on why they think you shouldn't travel and you didn't get any in high school. And I'm like, well, it's distracting from the message, because at first the message was supposed to be reaching brothers and telling them about the traveling adventures and teaching them about deals. Now you don't got this circus going because you don't brought this clown up because you know he's controversial with his arguments about people that he don't know traveling. So I'm like, well, that's not really helping anybody. So the way that you're doing it actually is better, because them bringing up a bunch of clowns going back and forth about me versus you because you get on a plane and I think you should stay in your city. You know what I'm saying? It's turning into something else that it really shouldn't even be. So yours is way more beneficial to brothers than theirs, even though they got a bigger platform. And I will reach out and tell them, you need to stop bringing brothers on that don't believe in what you believe in.
And Ronan, I was just going to say, between you and Flip Flop, I don't know how much y'all brought to the country of DR, but you guys have brought in revenue. I don't know if they know it, but I know when I'm coming down, I am going to spend at least $2,000. I spent $2,000 the last time. Now multiply me by what? 100? Man, you guys are bringing in revenue to the DR. You guys are bringing in revenue to Sosua. And I know it's quite a few people that like to sit up here and throw rocks at y'all, but no, y'all bringing in revenue.
Hey, bring in money. And look, to me, it's always been about brothers getting a reset and having a good time. And man, I've brought so many people to Santo Domingo and Sosua, and Flip them been doing it. And shout out Taylor Made. And there's so many people that came before us doing the same thing, man. But look, man, we're gonna stop. I actually gotta go somewhere. But boy, this was just definitely a good. This was a good conversation. See, this is what we need more and more. But look, let me ask you something, gents on the go before we stop. Is Sosua a blessing or a curse?
Well, if you're going, you see the smile.
Yeah, it's a blessing or a curse.
Oh man, that's an easy answer. It's definitely a blessing. Especially, I want to say, especially like if you're going, guys are coming, from divorces, breakups and things like that. If you coming from that, go to Sosua first, because I honestly took your advice and kind of did that first. If you want to go ahead and just get that reset and get that out the way first, because I know I'm gonna be in. I think I'll be a DR in January. I'm gonna try to do a month. So I'm looking to go to Santo Domingo because I haven't been yet. I've been to Santiago, Puerto Plata.
Now Santo Domingo different.
Yeah, I heard.
Ready.
I heard.
Yeah,
I seen
man.
the Tinder. It's
I
crazy.
got a girlfriend up there, Ronan.
Oh yeah, Santo Domingo. I love Santo Domingo. Is my man.
Got a teacher up there.
Oh, but you
I
good.
was gonna say, so my I go to, and even here, like I go to a Dominican barbershop. So my barber is actually from Santo Domingo, and I told him 2 weeks ago he don't speak no English. So he's fresh off the boat. So I told him, like, hey, I'm gonna be going to Sosua, and I came back. He was like, how was it? And I was like, man, mucho mujeres.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was a lot. And he started laughing. But he was like, he told me today, after he come out, he was like, I'm gonna be moving back to Santo Domingo. So if you dare, you need a barber. And I told him,
now what would make him move back? He probably was like, hey man, the hell with this. I'm going back.
That's right.
I don't know. That's something I might have to ask him. Yeah, for sure.
But look, Santo Domingo hit different, man. Let me tell you something. Sosua, I think you got more in one place. And many of the women who y'all dealing with in Sosua,
they're from Santo Domingo.
Come from Santo Domingo. But boy, when you hit Santo Domingo, And boy, you ain't released the werewolf yet. Wait till you hit Santo Domingo, and there's hundreds of thousands of women. And boy, I'm gonna tell you, oh man, just get ready. Be ready. Be ready.
Told me that the last time.
Boy, be ready. yeah. Be ready for Santo Domingo, man. You're gonna hit more cheeks than Sosua. You hit over 9 while you there. You're gonna hit more cheeks. Boy, you might need a wheelchair.
I'm trying to do a month.
Oh, you're gonna need a wheelchair. You're gonna need a wheel. And then look, what's wrong with us traveling and hitting cheeks? I'm not selling out like that, man. I'm not gonna do it. Brother, I'm telling you, you're gonna have a wonderful time, man. So look, man, we're gonna stop this show. It was a great thing for the brothers to chop it up. Make sure you follow my brothers, Gents on the Go. Brother Gary, you don't have no channel yet, huh?
No, man. I'm a remote worker, so they pretty much look at what I do, and I am in a type of position I just can't join other channels.
Yeah, you gotta roll. I understand, man. But whenever you hit Santo Domingo, man, shout out, Brother Rob. Brother Real Deal. Any last words before we stop?
Man, I just wanted to say, man, brother, y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man. And hopefully I'll see one of y'all, man, when I head out to the DR too myself, man. It'll be a lovely thing to bump into one of y'all, man, when I get out to Santiago or something like that, man. So
man, you're gonna run into everybody. That's one thing that's gonna trip you out. Look, that's the thing tripped me out when I first hit Santo Domingo. I saw everything the brothers was talking about, and especially when you hit on the North Coast, Santiago, going to Sosua and stuff, you run into more brothers, like a lot of brothers up there. But now you're gonna run into, like, you might be anywhere. You're gonna run into me or BMT or anybody. You're gonna just run into people who's on the islands. You know what I'm saying? You could just run like me and Flip was doing a live stream talking. BMT and them just walked in. I'm like, hey man, what's up? You know, like
I seen Taylor Made on the strip.
And yeah, what I'm saying, you just run into people.
Yeah, ran into him. So
shout out to Taylor Made, man. Yeah. He's one of the OGs. He brought a lot of people in. Like, you just run. You just hit on what I'm saying, man. You run into all the brothers, man. But we're gonna stop it right here because I gotta go somewhere. But look, Gents on the Go, you're always welcome. We be on panels and stuff all the time, man. Brother, Real Deal, man. I definitely appreciate it. I wondered where you was at, brother, but I got your number, big dog. Brother Gary, man, you always welcome.
Oh, Brother Ronin, you know it's real, man. I'll see you next month, man. Can't wait to get there.
All right, brother, we're gonna definitely chop it up, man. But look, we're gonna end my stream with my favorite song, Poppy. You say you love me, but you never ever give me no money. Look, I made my look. People always ask me. Look, let me just say, people always ask me, man, where you get that song from? Look, I wrote it. I made my old lady sing it. I made my Dominican chica sing it, and I made it sound better. This is the truth using AI, but this is a real song, and I wrote the song, man, thinking about this right here, man. But this is real talk. Shout out to all you brothers, man. Shout out to the Blue Book Passport Cartel, man. We always in the building. Appreciate you guys, man. Let's let the song roll. And we out, man. Look, man. Shout out to all you guys, man.
All right, Ronnie.
All right, my brother.
All right.
Appreciate you for coming through the building. All right, my brother. Man, it was a good live stream, man. The brothers just chopping it up. I appreciate all you guys' support, man. Brother Shan, his experience, clapping cheeks, all these things, man. So look, man, I'm out. Appreciate all you brothers, man. It means a lot. Thank you guys for your support. Look, all you brothers that's still in the building, hit the like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed, man. I really appreciate it.
Tus manos en las mías, moviendo nuestros pies, pero el momento se desvanece y tus ojos lo dicen. No es mi corazón, es el efectivo lo que quieres. Me susurras dulces palabras al oído. Dices que me amas, pero sé que tu juego es claro. Siempre se trata de los pesos, el dinero que necesitas. Tu amor es una moneda sembrando semillas. Papi, you say you love me, but you never ever give me no money. Money, 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 money. Papi, you say you love me, but you never ever give me no money. Money, 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 money. Te di mi corazón, mi alma, mi tiempo, pero para ti el amor es solo un signo de pesos. Ahora veo a través del brillo y el encanto. No seré engañado, no caeré en tu trampa. Oh. Papi, you say you love me, but you never ever give me no money. Money, 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 money. Papi, you say you love me, but you never ever give me no money. Money, 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 money. Así que aquí está, adiós, me estoy alejando. No más juegos, no hay más que decir. Dices que me amas, pero es claro como el día. El amor sin dinero simplemente se desvanece.
All right, man. Shout out to all you guys, man. Appreciate you doing, man. Make sure that you hit the like on this video, man. The rest of you brothers that's in here, man, I appreciate you guys, man. Much love, man. Shout out to Blue Passport Cartel. If you're not part of our Facebook group, man, make sure that you join it. The link is in the description. My brother's channel is in the description, man. And we are